Commence primary ignition.
Hi, my name is Omid Tahi. I play Dr. Pershing in The Mandalorian, and you are watching the Virtual Cantina Network.
I suck at these intros.
Oh, it's great.
A little bit earlier, I was like, "Oh, somebody jumped the gun."
I can't help it. I'm like, I always forget that there's that big intro at the beginning. But anyway, here, take it away, Skip.
Well, welcome, citizens of the Republic. It's another adventurous night here at the Clone Wars Revisited show, brought to you by the Virtual Cantina Network. And we are on season 3, episode 4. And I've forgotten the name of it, so
Sphere of Influence.
Sphere of Influence. Yes, this is good. So we're gonna have a good time tonight. Mark is giving us a little break, so we all get to talk a little bit more.
Mark is going to see Wicked for good tonight, and I'm so jealous.
I am too.
Not that he's a microphone whore or anything, but we do all end up talking a little bit more when Mark's off the show. He'll watch this later, and I'm sure I'll hear about this.
Like, hey.
Hey! I let you guys talk.
Yeah. Well, his loss is my gain, so I'm happy to be here with you.
JB,
with you too.
Representing for Mark tonight.
That's right. Happy Life Day.
Happy Life Day.
Yeah, I saw Mr. Delcard was over at Disneyland with his red.
I was gonna say, is he wearing the Snuggie?
Yes.
All right. Gotta check it. I don't know, like we have to check in with Mike on those things, or Jeff for that matter. Jeff posted some cool pictures last night.
I think I might be at the edge of losing my Star Wars fan club card because I had to be told that today was Life Day. I did not remember that on my own. So ashamed.
It's okay.
Yeah, I'm fortunate enough. Sarah reminded me. The whole family. I knew it was coming up, and I just So
Sarah was just screaming at you in Wookiee noises, and you're just like, "Oh, okay." Sorry.
Right.
Sarah didn't have the Wookiee mask on when you talk, and it starts.
No, that's right.
I'm telling you, all the cool drops that Disney Store had today, like Life Day stuff, obviously, the Stranger lightsaber that you can like.
Oh, that was cool.
That looked really cool, but that was $350. I don't know. I was also looking at the Balin Skull lightsaber, which looked really freaking cool. That one's still also a little pricey. That one's like I think $250, but it looks awesome. And honestly, like the thing I'm waiting for these Disney drops the most was probably the Loth Cat, and it's not looking that great to me now that I've seen it in a few photos. It's the eyes. It's like the uncanny valley eyes. Like Loth Cats do not have blue eyes, and it has like a weird robot face, and just we don't like it. So, but it sounds just like the Loth Cats you can get normally at the creature stand. So I don't know. I guess they just wanted an Ahsoka tie-in, and they were tired of people making their own and selling them accordingly. But yeah, I think that was going for like $100, but it looked really cool. Otherwise, just the face.
Just the face, not quite the cute cuddly face.
Yeah,
the face makes it all.
Yeah, but not even like the cute face that was like in the animated series.
Right.
Like nothing. It's just like what is that? Yeah, Sherry says that's okay, Skip. All I remember is that it's in November. Exactly.
If Jocasta doesn't remember the day, I don't feel so good.
Nope. Yeah. Also, I think on the 19th they have the Muppet Christmas Carol drop, which means a lounge fly bag and a Spirit jersey. Which I am like, if anybody knows me, you know that I have to watch a Muppet Christmas Carol one time Christmas Eve, right before I start my marathon of A Christmas Story.
Oh, nice.
It is my tradition because there's only one more sleep till Christmas.
Yeah.
And I have to do that. So I'm really excited about that drop. So what do you have any like Wookiee merchandise or anything like that for Life Day? Nothing?
I don't.
See,
And I'm disappointed in saying that. Yeah, I don't have
See, I'm old enough to remember how bad the whole idea of Life Day was, and how bad the Star Wars special was, that I can't get too amped up about that.
Yeah, it's just crazy. It's something that was just so terrible and so panned that even George Lucas was like, nope, hide that away for all eternity.
Yeah.
It will never see the light of day. And Carrie Fisher's like, oh, I got a copy, and like called everybody over. So now it's become like this cult thing and unto itself over the years.
Yeah, I do like how it's been repurposed and has come back. I loved it in the holiday special for the Star Wars Legos. I mean, it is neat that it keeps showing up, and now it's become something for us to add to the holidays. And
Yeah, we've seen it so many times, people think it's actually cool.
Stir, whip, whip, stir.
Yeah.
Skip is like, no, don't do that.
No.
Dear God, do not do that.
No, it's just never going to be cool. But it's all right.
Sherry, that is a lot of Muppets.
That is amazing. My sister used to do that too.
I do love Muppet Christmas Carol, and it is definitely on the playlist when the holidays come around.
I remember when VCRs first came out, my dad had this one I swear was huge. Again, I'm holding my hands up like you can see it. If I did it where you can see it in front of the camera, it's not that big, but it was like huge. And I remember getting a blank tape and recording The Grinch, the original, cartoon.
Oh, yeah.
In my mind, the only Grinch. And then in July, watching that in the middle of summertime, we're like, oh yeah, this is so cool. And now I see it without commercials, and every time I see it and they're about to go over the hill and he's looking down at the little dog, and that's where the commercial break was, I'm like, commercial.
Oh yeah.
JK, no commercials for you.
Yep, the Grinch was a staple in our house. So was Rudolph, Frosty, yeah, all those.
Santa Claus is coming to town.
Yep.
Yeah, I remember those all came out even before I was born, which I've got the most gray hair out of us.
I mean, my mom was a huge Christmas Carol story fan, so any of those that were on TV, she was watching. I kind of like the Mickey's Christmas Carol because it's all done in about 30 minutes instead of hours. But
what I loved about the Muppet Christmas Carol is like Michael Caine played it as serious as a heart attack and like treated the Muppets like they were like stage actors and fellow cast members, and it made me happy to see that, and it was like, wow, this person is really taking the Muppets seriously and not hamming it up with it.
The Muppets are fantastic because you can take a very serious story like A Christmas Carol, turn it a quarter to the ridiculous with the Muppets in it, and
like the lamp, not the rat.
Right, exactly. we still have that quote in our houses.
Yes. A Muppet Family Christmas was the last appearance of Jim before he passed away.
Wow.
So my friends, it was something I loved when I was little, and there was, I guess, licensing issues over Jingle Bells and the Muppet Babies, and the fact that the Muppet Babies were performing Jingle Bells, and it was just this big rights licensing thing. So they had to cut out a lot of that from it, and they had like an edited version you can get. And my friend managed to have a copy of the non-edited version with the Muppet Babies and Jingle Bells in it, and burned me a copy. And I'm like, oh my God, this is my childhood. Watch out for the icy patch. Whoop, down. So
that's great.
That's another really good one to watch. I have to dig that out somewhere. I don't know where it went after I moved back here. I think it's in one of my boxes. Oh, Scrooge is a good one too, Sherry.
Yeah, the Bill Murray.
Oh, the Ghost of Christmas Future scared the crap out of me when I was a kid, though.
It's funny because I was probably in my teens when that came out, and I saw that in the movie theater, and the other one that I saw in the movie theater was A Christmas Story with the Red Ryder on
Loved
BB.
that movie.
Really?
I actually saw that with my dad in the movie theater. He was a big a movie buff. He was the
Oh, good.
he reviewed the movies for his college newspaper. So that's how I ended up in Star Wars. He's like, "Oh man, I've heard about this really cool movie. We got to go see it."
Yeah.
I was like, "I don't know. I really don't want to go." He goes, "Okay, you can bring your friend Tom in." So does that help? Okay, yeah, Tom can come out. Okay. And so I remember we ended up getting to the movie theater, the Charles Street Twin Theater, and my Aunt Tracy and her husband at the time, Dave, were already there, and we met. And there was somebody that had actually seen it prior to that, was like going to stay and watch it again. Like, "Oh man, you'll love it." And so that was actually how I ended up being such a big Star Wars fan. And then I drove it back 13 more times. I saw it 14 times in the movie theater.
Wow. That's awesome.
Yeah. God knows how many times I've seen it now, that between VCRs and DVDs and streaming,
Oh yeah.
and it being on TBS every holiday.
I was gonna say movie marathons. Yeah, A Christmas Story is my favorite. I have to marathon that every single year. I try to stay awake for at least 22 of the 24 hours to watch.
Wow.
And when I first went to Ohio before I moved there, the first thing I did when I got off the plane was go right to the Christmas Story house in Cleveland. Go to the gift shop, check it out, and look around, and it was amazing. I cried when I walked into that place. So
my dad grew up in that same era, so it was very, it struck a chord with him.
Yeah. A Christmas Story Christmas is also really good too. It's the one that came out last year or the year before, I can't remember. But it's got Peter Billingsley is all grown up in it. Like all the kids are all grown up in it.
I didn't watch that. Wasn't it good?
It's on HBO Max. So it's really, really good. I recommend it. Don't watch A Christmas Story 2. It's terrible. A Christmas Story Christmas, the most recent one, is what you want to watch.
That's worth it.
And obviously Melinda Dillon didn't come back to play the mom, and she ended up passing away not too long after. But it's kind of like a tribute to the old man. And Ralphie struggling with being a writer and everything like that. And his kids getting into some hijinks in his old neighborhood while they're visiting his mother and the house. And yeah, the trouble he gets into with his old friends. So it's worth checking out.
It's funny because I was not a big fan of The Christmas Story.
Yeah.
And I don't know, I'm one of the few people that it took me a long time to warm up to it. But now it's, again, it's another staple in the house.
Yeah, it's more tradition. Probably not that you love the movie, it's just tradition.
I think that's part of it. Of course, as a kid growing up in Wisconsin, I remember dressing exactly like that, in the big suits and the hats and then sticking your tongue on metal objects, and it's just.
I can remember a kid doing that at a bus stop while we're waiting for the bus to get there.
Oh no!
And it ripping his tongue and his tongue bleeding because of it. Now, It's a Wonderful Life was. I remember one year TBS ran it like nonstop, and I watched it over and over and over again, and I love that movie. To this day, if I trip and fall down, I was like, "I'm okay. I'm all right."
Oh my gosh.
Mr. Magoo's Christmas.
Yeah, Sherry says I'm old
go.
enough to remember Mr. Magoo's Christmas Carol. I saw that a couple times. My uncle had us watching it when I was a kid. California Raisins Christmas Special was pretty popular when I grew up. I tried to show that to like one of the kids that I work with. My coworker Brian, he just turned 26, and he goes, "The what?" I said, "The California Raisins." So he Googled it because he said you're talking about Playmation, and he looks at it and goes, "Oh, no," and he like closes YouTube off his phone. And I'm like, "What do you mean no?"
It was a thing.
It was a thing. I had all the action figures. They had a phone with a Santa hat. Like it was like amazing.
So Ashley, did you get out and do any kind of con activity this weekend, or
no? this weekend was a tough weekend. So I just tried to like work through it and go forth. Like other than like recovering from being sick, I just had some a personal tragedy kind of happened. So I just kind of tried to work through it and go forth. But it's been a hard few days, and just wanted to.
Well, now we'll do some Star Wars.
Yeah, I just wanted to
Now
Star
you say it.
Wars. Yeah, because I was so sick last week, and then just that kind of happened on Friday night, and you know, it was pretty heartbreaking, and still trying to deal, but the show must go on. Oh, Dave
JB.
says that was amazing. I love that. The California Reasons. Yes, the Three Kings. Thank you.
Jamie, did you have any fun this weekend?
Yeah, this was a good busy weekend. It was a mix of some adulting with our youngest, he's finishing up his associates now in community college. So we're trying to figure out his classes for spring so that he can transfer to 4-year.
Oh, I don't miss those days.
Yeah, so that was fun. That was like all three of us were around in our computers trying to figure out, okay, what class does he need to graduate? What classes does he need that will transfer?
He didn't have an advisor to meet with to kind of clarify.
So that's the next.
Okay.
We've got it, or what we think it is, and so now we're trying to get him to get to the advisor this week. In fact, he doesn't have class tomorrow, so that's in. So Sarah and I have a tradition of we watch The Lord of the Rings every year, and we start after Bilbo's birthday in September. So we finally got around to doing the fellowship this weekend, and so extended edition. It took us like all afternoon Saturday. Because we kept stopping it. So that was fun.
Were they extended edition?
Yeah, it was the extended edition for.
There you go.
I mean, it was just so when the winter time comes around, we'll watch the Two Towers, and then as spring rolls around, we'll watch the Return of the King. I mean, we do it every single year. But the Fellowship, even and the Hobbit, feels so much like fall. You know, when you see it, just the color palettes and the way that the world is done. So it was a perfect fall day this weekend here in Northern Virginia. So we finished Ironheart finally.
Did you like it?
I did. I do recommend the show. What was fun about it is the ending wasn't what I was expecting. And we had a good conversation with my son and Sarah about, what we thought about the endings and what things we liked in that. But yeah, great addition to Marvel Universe. And
yay.
Loved it. So yeah, it was a mix. We went to a local museum in Alexandria. That was fantastic. Highly recommend doing those type of stuff. And yeah, so it was a good weekend. How about you, Skip?
That's awesome.
This weekend I relaxed, but as Dave has said, I had to go down to Raleigh last week to do a continuing education for my septic installer's license. It was just about 25 minutes. I drove right past Dave's house, so I stopped in and had dinner with him and Shell.
So you drove by his house and leaned on the horn. And then you backed up and leaned on the horn again.
I got there and Shell had a nice chicken pot pie going in the oven, so I got to eat dinner with them and hang out while see their horses. Because that's something that we have in common is the horse thing. So I got to go out and meet all the horses and all the doggies and so forth. But yeah, I had a big old time. I got home at about 10:30 that night because from his house it's about 3.5 hours from his house to my house. But yeah, so yeah, that was fun. No, over the weekend I just went and wasted money putting holes in paper, as I call it. I was out at the range. I was shooting. So yes, that's fun. That's my favorite way to go blow off some energy.
So ski went pew pew.
Ski went pew pew. But yeah, no. Had a pretty good week overall.
Good.
And I'm just kind of like, okay. Unfortunately, ice is in town, and I don't mean like the weather phenomenon.
Right.
So
you just mean the asshole phenomenon.
Yeah, the asshole phenomenon. Yeah, it sucks because like most of my guys, I mean, nowadays, I can remember when, I actually had a framing crew that was made up of Anglo-Saxons, the white guys, as we used to call them. But now my framing, my block masons, my siding crew, my roofing crew, hell, everybody is, the painters are all Hispanic, and they all were in their houses hanging out for the day. And we'll see what happens. I think it's the shock today. Like in where I live, if you're on the north side of the county, you're pretty much farther away from where they think they're going to find everybody, and it's just bullshit. I mean, these are guys trying to make a living. They're not going to some skanko place where they're catching the drug dealers and the cartel members. These are the guys. They're going to Home Depot and Lowe's to grab the guys that are trying to make a buck. I'm like,
That's what's the most frustrating. They're not targeting criminals though. Like they can say they are, but they're
Right.
not. And it's honest.
I mean, you can call them. They're illegal. They're here illegally. But when my family got here, we didn't have to check in. We all got here illegally. Yeah. No. They were in South Asheville. Straight. Yeah, they came into Charlotte, used Charlotte as their base, and we're going out. And Hendersonville and Asheville are known for our Hispanic population.
Fascinating.
So yeah, I got not much done. I actually did have a siding crew, but they were up on top of a mountain, behind a gated, inside of a gated community, and way up on top of a mountain. Nobody was going to find them by accident. And I got my wrong side. I've got my camera backwards, so that is where I had my little basal cell carcinoma taken out.
Oh,
I
that's
get
the
my
thing with
stitches
my
taken
mom
out
too.
tomorrow.
It's such a pain in the butt.
Oh, it's they go, okay, they cut it out, and it's funny because it's right underneath my eye, so I could actually see the knife coming at me.
Yeah, you're like, ah!
and then they're like, we're putting some stitches on the inside, then we're putting some stitches on the outside. Okay.
Oh, the double ones. Oh, sorry.
And they go, and Mr. Ruckle, now you can't lift anything over 10 pounds for the next 7 days. I was like, you guys are funny. That's so funny. So I managed. I think I made it for like I was like, okay. He goes, well, what do you do for a living? I said, well, I build houses. And it's not like I'm out there with the framers all the time, doing the heavy lifting or anything. But I do have horses, and at that point in time, I needed to buy horse feed, which is about 50 pounds a bag,
and
horse bedding. Yeah, and horse bedding, which is about 40 pounds a bag. So I had to grab my daughter's fiance, and I said, we're going shopping, because he had 3 days off last week. He had he has to put in all his days in like the year before it happens. So he just happened to have 3 incidental days that week, and so he went with me and loaded up threw all the bags in the cart and then threw all the bags in the truck. But after the 3rd or 4th day, I was like, screw this. I was picking up. We were having to lift.
Yeah, because they don't want you to pull like the under ones out. They did that with my mom too when she had hers removed, because she had 3 spots on her face, and they did the double stitching like that. And if it pulls underneath it, like it will hurt like a bitch.
Yeah, if so they're like, okay, I figured out that I couldn't, like, if I'm straining, I had to keep it very straight face. And then try not to laugh too hard, because when you squinch up your face, you kind of pull on it as well.
Yeah, don't show any emotion.
But so my doctor's like, yeah, well, he goes, I understand. He goes, when I got mine taken off, I left and I went and mowed my yard. He goes, and I blew my stitches. I was like, I'll try not to do that.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to have them put it back together again.
I did do everything for my mom when she had hers done, but including lifting like dog food for dogs over 70 pounds. So that was really fun. But I caught her trying to like pull it into the cart, and I'm like, what are you doing? That's going to hurt you way more than you want right now. She goes, oh yeah, I already feel it, because I kind of have to like in my face when I'm lifting these things. And I'm like, first of all, you shouldn't even be lifting anything over 5 pounds. Second of all, like, let me take that. So I just took it off of her hands, and like, sure enough, her doctor was like, you haven't been lifting anything heavy, have you? When he came time to put the stitches out. And she's like, no. And I'm
Of
like,
course not.
so no lift and skip.
Yeah.
It will hurt like a bitch.
Well, my stitches come out tomorrow, and
Yay!
the ones
Good.
on the inside just dissolve.
Yeah. That's a good thing.
Yeah. Cool.
I went
Well,
and did some retail therapy before I
oh, there you
Right.
go.
So I got Ezra with the
Love-
holocron.
Oh, that's cool.
Now you just need to run into Taylor
That is
or Amon.
awesome.
I know. Where the hell
Mhm.
was that last weekend? And then I saw this. Rogue is my favorite X-Man. And
Yeah.
they have Holiday Rogue with a little present.
I remember reading
So I had to get her.
I forget whether it was an X-Men or what it was, where she grabs Captain Marvel and absorbs her powers
Oh, right.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
and holds on to her too long so it becomes permanent.
She's
Yeah.
in the Brotherhood of Evil Mutants because she was working with Mystique and the rest of them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I know, Sarah, right? I should have thought of this last weekend. And then I have this Ezra pop that I was thinking of bringing with me, but I didn't know what the signature thing would be. So it's him. The photo I actually got signed by Amon would fit this perfectly. It's him and the
cool.
Stormtrooper when
Yes.
he finally gets back to the Ghost and sees Hera. So I was like, I have to. But I was going to bring it with me. It was a gift last summer. So I just was like, I'd rather get the signed photo. And now I'm like, really wishing I got the pop too. So yeah, fuzzy Ezra, facial fluff Ezra. Amon was so cool. I don't know if you guys have met him before, but he's
not
an
at all.
Yeah, he's very nice.
absolute sweetheart.
Yeah, I saw him in Chicago 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, he had signed my photo, and it's Ezra in the Stormtrooper gear, and it says, "Hi Hera, I'm home," and I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
just Chopper rolling up to him. I'm like, oh no, here come the tears. Chopper knows. Chopper would have killed him on the spot if he was anybody else, and Hera knew it.
That's
So
When does Ahsoka 2 come out? Season 2.
they haven't said.
You
So
haven't announced it
guessing-
yet, right? Yeah.
I'm guessing.
How bad can it be going that they haven't figured out when they're going to have it produced and ready to give to us?
Well, my favorite thing from the con last weekend was like Amon having kind of a meltdown because Spencer kind of got him with a question. Spencer's like, "So, what did you think of the Loth kittens?" And he goes, "Oh, they're so freaking adorable." Then he goes like, "Wait, how do you know
man,
about
I
the
said
Loth
something.
Oh no.
But it's like, no, we had saw it in Japan. It's all right.
And, yeah, they're like, "We saw it in Japan." He goes, "Oh God, thank God." I was like, "Yeah," and Rosario called them Loth kitten. Loth balls, and he just started laughing. He goes, "Yeah, they're Loth balls." So, but he said there's a lot more Ezra in season 2, and we asked him if he had if he could describe season 2 in any way possible that would be spoiler free, and he was just so psyched. He was like, "Yeah, it's gonna blow your mind." Like Dave went all out. So
Cool.
very excited.
Good. Very excited to see that.
Yeah. Oh, Sherry says he's going to be at GalaxyCon Columbus.
First weekend in December. It's usually-
Right. Go meet him. Give him a hug. He's a gentleman and a scholar. And Sarah says, I can't wait to meet him. He seems totally on board with fandom. Oh, the best part was he hadn't watched Rebels at all when he was filming. Like, he just wanted to be able to show his own
That's interesting.
version. Yeah, I was surprised by that. He just wanted to represent his version of Ezra and not do a copy of what already exists.
Mm-hmm.
So he just decided to go in and do it cold turkey. And then after he filmed, like, the scene in particular with Hu Yang, he said that it was emotional to him for some reason, and he couldn't put his finger on why, because he's like, oh, I just feel like the scene is supposed to be important and emotional.
Yeah.
And then he went and watched Rebels and saw Jedi Knight, and he goes, oh. And I'm like, yep, that was all of us. That's the reaction that all of us had. Emotional damage all the way. And he goes, yeah. He's like, it just made so much more sense. And I was like, That's so cool. Yeah, just like
Yeah,
Taylor.
Taylor coming in kind of cold with Star Wars. And,
Yeah.
it works knowing that Ezra has been separated for so long. So I
Yeah.
think, that from a character.
He's grown up.
Yeah. And he's a very different character than when we see him leave at the end of Rebels. So that's kind of cool.
Yeah.
It's
So
good.
yeah, that was the surprising little fact I learned this weekend. This past weekend, I should say. So yeah, but it's
Well, if you're watching with us, you might want to start getting your little
It's time.
Disney Plus machine ready.
3-minute warning, kids. So make sure you queue up season 3, episode 4, Sphere of Influence. We're gonna go to Senator Chuchi's and the Pandorans. I'm very excited about this one. I love Chuchi in Bad Batch. I love her in this. Like, she's so damn good. And it's gonna be cool to see what happens here. Oh, hey, guess what? I found the right countdown. And I'm not gonna. No idea what is happening with this thing. My volume is way too loud.
Can't hear you. You're good.
Yeah, I've got it. It's blaring loud in my ear, but it delayed a little bit, so I'm probably a few seconds.
Hey, it's George.
Yeah, it's George. Yeah, I know it. I love this episode because it's got beats from so many of the movie references, right? I mean, obviously, George playing his little bit part in episode 3. We're going to end up on Tatooine. We're going to, a favorite bounty hunter makes an appearance.
That happens.
Yeah. I mean, we're back with the blockade.
These guys and their blockades. I swear.
Which she's gonna reference Naboo. So it's a neat episode. And having Chuchi, I mean, she's played a key role. I mean, she comes through a lot of her art throughout the entire Clone Wars and into Bad Batch. It's a great character that
she's been such an ally to, the Republic and the future of the rebellion. It's
it all starts with George and his daughter standing, in episode 3 as a guest.
Yeah.
Right before
and Katie's one of the co-authors of this episode.
Yeah.
Which is cool.
Katie Lucas. I was like, yeah, that's how George is in this. Okay, that makes sense. There he is. It's like, who voiced that guy?
Yeah, right. I wonder if somebody asked George, "Hey, would you like to voice this?"
Yeah.
It doesn't quite sound like George.
Yeah.
No.
It's a little deeper.
Yeah, it's Corey.
But I do like the tie-in is cool. Because this is Clone Wars. This is season 3. Mm-hmm. How active was he at this point in time?
That's a good question. I know as the seasons went on, he allowed, he
backed off and let Dave kind of take over.
Yeah.
Took the training wheels off.
Yep. Yeah. Yeah, it's Corey Burton is the voice, obviously, Dooku. And
I was thinking at this point in time he might have still been involved, so he might have gotten some chuckles about his character, being in Clone Wars.
He did a good job animating him.
yeah.
And it's his daughters.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-oh. Girl.
Mhm.
Flashback to.
Ouch.
Oh yeah, you're right, Cher. I forget that Seth Green is Ion, and Nikki Futterman is one of the sisters. Is,
Meredith Salander voices Bear's Coffee. And she was and let me do this on my own because I'm not officially a Jedi.
yeah, I like how Anakin and Ahsoka can kind of navigate the rules
Very
to
flexible when it comes
do
to
what they want.
Yeah.
Plays Twister with the rules.
Mhm.
Yeah. Yes. Spin
And
the
they
wheel.
both. I mean, it's both of them. There's
Well,
no one is checking them. And then Padme's like, they let you teach? I can't believe.
which is interesting because she doesn't become rigid, but she also becomes less flexible about the rules of what's right and what's wrong as she got older.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
This guy cracks me up.
Mm-hmm. Complete control of the situation.
He's a little creepy looking.
He is.
It's like, Master.
You see that he's spoofing a what is it, a 30s actor or so?
Yeah. Master.
Yeah. Yeah. You definitely get those vibes. Everything says don't trust the inspector. Here's ChatGPT.
Mm-hmm.
Imagine that.
Shocking.
There are only 3 Rhodians in all the universe.
Pleiades and Nemoidians.
Mm-hmm.
They are the worst.
They get quite offended though when you call them out on it. It's like, we're just doing business.
It's no big deal.
Mm-hmm.
You're so full of crap. We're not separatists. We work with the separatists, but you gotta renounce
Right.
the Republic.
Yeah. Oh, if we renounce the Republic, you'll get rid of the blockade? Well, sure. Well, we'll see.
Yeah.
Then we'll
NVD.
talk about it.
Mm-hmm. Right.
No commitment of that's when it will happen.
Of course not.
There's a lot of machinations that go on in this little episode. I mean, separatist pressure, blockade.
That's a cool ship, though.
Yeah, it is. And now, Jabba's palace.
Stinky!
It's like how confident he is. Like, we're just gonna walk in, we'll get a feel for the place, we'll ask around. He'll come to us. It's
No big deal.
not what I was expecting out of the character when he first came, into this episode. Oh. Have you been to Jabba's palace before?
She's like, I do, for a price.
Mm-hmm.
I hear Toby must have woke up.
He's like, I want to come in.
Oh, he's playing with Geta.
Aw.
Oh, their new one is he gets under the dining room table and runs back and forth, and they're knocking the chairs around left and right as she'll chase him from one side to the other.
Are they big enough? The table and chairs?
No,
Speaking of hiding under the table,
Mm-hmm. That was.
so one of the bounty hunters we see at Jabba's palace is Embo, voiced by Dave
That's
Filoni.
right. Yeah. He's such a cool bounty hunter.
Mm-hmm. Get him, Ahsoka.
Just don't look up.
My brother used to hide outside my bedroom door like that when I was a kid because his hands and feet were extra sweaty. And he just dropped down on you in the dark.
Wow.
Yeah, he's a little punk.
That's both devious and impressive.
Yep.
Yeah, those dice look familiar.
Because of course they are. Poodoo.
permanently.
Yeah. I thought that was a Vader helmet from far away.
Right?
I'm like, am I losing it?
Gets to practice the Jedi mind trick.
You're weak. Weak, sir.
Jabba, not Jabba, Jabba. We're going to talk to Jabba about this.
Jabba. Oh no. Rat him out to the principal.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-oh.
No baka takang granda.
Give me your blood, man.
That's right. That's right.
I never thought Jabba would be the voice of reason.
Neither did I think that Marjorie Taylor Greene.
That's another one.
Little under the breath comedy. Little joke there. A little funny.
The funsies. I still think she has ulterior motives.
I think she's still got the same motives. She just realized that her motives and Trump's motives are different.
Different styles of evil, you know.
Moss Eisley.
Scum and villainy.
The Mos Eisley Cantina. I have a shirt on.
I'm trying to decide if they brought.
Hey!
Oh, nice. Greedo in so they get to Tatooine, or they're in Tatooine, so they need to pull Greedo in on the story to.
It's one of the shirts that where Mos Eisley Cantina, where we don't like you and our friends don't either.
The bartender's like, not the bottle.
Mm-hmm. No, we're gonna put this someplace safe.
Georgia's a pretty good shot.
I would say they know how to fight. Yeah, I know
Of course, George is there, like, sorry, Baron Papanoidea. And of course, we got Weak Ways.
And Greedo gets away.
There's the plot armor.
Sorry, Han will get you later.
And he shot first.
Always get comeuppance in the end.
Yeah, girl. Don't take him prisoner. Please don't take him prisoner. Nobody surrenders. Come on.
I mean, I like the scene. You got Ahsoka who just takes care of the droids with their lightsaber, and then, Chuchi works the bargain. She works the diplomacy. So it's a great scene.
Oh. Oh.
Control.
Oh, snap.
Let's blame it on somebody else.
They're good at that.
Yeah.
Cool. That was actually a rather good episode.
Yeah.
Even though it didn't, have a massive linchpin to the story. It still did a good job of being not necessarily integral, but meaningful.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think it shows, some of these worlds that can find themselves caught between the
Republic
and the Separatists, right?
Separatists,
And in this case, the Separatists are trying to pressure with a blockade, and then some backdoor dealing, and they're starting to lose faith in the Senate. It echoes a lot from episode 1, but and then Ahsoka and Chuchi save the day.
Da-da-da. And the Lucases are back together.
And the Lucases are back together. That's right, the Lucas family.
Yeah. And George is an excellent shot.
George is like double fisted. He's like,
he aims like a Jedi, not like a stormtrooper.
Yeah, because who's going to tell the boss he's a bad shot?
Yeah.
Nobody.
No.
Nobody.
I could see Dave completely doing that scene on purpose, just to show.
Just to prove.
This is how I picture you, George, in a bar fight.
Let's just let George get into a bar fight just this one time. It's totally fine. Yeah. Sorry, we know better.
Well,
but that was fun.
Yeah, it was. It was had a lot of fun story to it, even with there not being too much Anakin and Obi-Wan.
I didn't see any Obi-Wan in that. Just one Anakin.
Well, no, you're right. No Obi-Wan, just a little bit of Anakin.
Yep.
Just a sprinkle.
James didn't hit a paycheck that one.
which is weird because like he's in every episode.
Yes. Yeah, we finally found one that he didn't have to do any work. He took the week off.
He did.
Or the day off. I'm sure it doesn't take him long to record those.
Yeah, this is where one Anakin is completely the teacher, and lets his Padawan follow her instincts, and
Just do the thing. Yeah.
and he's going to stay back. I mean, it's very un-Anakin like. He's going to stay
Yeah.
back and make sure that the Jedi Council doesn't know what's going on. Well, maybe that part's kind of Anakin, but he's not rushing into action.
He was hanging out with Padme. It's fine.
Well,
Totally fine. So we have some shows coming up this week here on the VCN. Let's see. So
Tomorrow night, you can join us on the Zoom chat.
that's right.
Hang out, be involved, not only be read but seen and heard.
Yeah.
Nerf herders for Wednesday. The ladies have the week off.
Yeah.
Watch
Last
along
week,
on Thursday.
like I said, last week I was really sick, so unfortunately we had to do a last
you're
minute
recovering.
repeat. But thank you for running that rerun, JB. That's awesome.
Oh yeah, got the
Thanks.
guys to help out with that. That's
Cool.
great. But yeah, Jaws is the Thursday watch along.
Ooh.
That's one of my favorites.
I feel like I have to watch that because I live like maybe an hour away from Martha's Vineyard, so I kind of have to.
Yep.
I mean, Amity Island.
Right.
Yeah. And we have another episode of Life at Lightspeed on Friday night.
They're a little earlier this week. They're going to be at 4 p.m. Eastern time instead of 5. But
Shoot, I wish the watch along was an hour earlier. Especially when they're watching 2-hour movies, and it starts at 9:30.
Oh my God, Dr. Sleep was like 2.5 hours, and it was just like I'm struggling to stay awake at the end of that. And then Unifying Force has their new episode on Sunday at 11 a.m. Eastern, 8 a.m. Pacific. So it's a chock full week here in the weekend. Some good stuff. And
Cool. Well, it was a great night.
yeah.
it was. That was a fun episode.
Good episode, fun times, and
Intrigue.
we all got to participate a little bit. Sorry, Mark. Take another dig at you,
Mark.
Dan. Mark, the microphone whore.
I hope he's having fun, and I hope he likes
I'm
that
sure.
movie.
Oh,
I've heard
Are you kidding me?
like
Yeah.
nothing but positive things about the new Wicked movie. Like all the other reviews have been like, "Oh my God, this is just what it should be." So I'm like,
That's
I
fun.
need to see it.
We're going on Thursday, so
Yeah, that's when I want to go to. So
yeah, we've got
I'll just
tickets. So
take myself to the movies. Catch a matinee.
Worth
Well,
it.
I have to work till 2:30, but yeah, I'll still be there. What do you guys got coming up this week? Anything good other than you're gonna go see Wicked for good?
we go see Wicked. Our oldest gets here for his Thanksgiving week break. He'll be here Friday evening, so he'll be here for a week.
Awesome.
And then only 3 weeks left of classes for him and his brother, and then it'll be the winter break for them. So it'll be great. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, all the finals. I mean, they're in week 13 now. So yeah, those are two of the big things that we've got in the next couple of days. Next week is Sarah and I will have I Know. It'll air Wednesday night, although we're going to pre-record because of the holiday. So, but we're thanking the maker, and it's going to be the top 5 things that we are thankful for with Star Wars. Besides George Lucas, we kept him off the list because he's the maker,
obvious.
so.
Of course.
So
You have to thank him for it.
yeah, so this should be a fun conversation.
Yeah,
with
I'm looking
folks,
forward
like I
to
said. But yeah, how about you guys?
As of this week is, like I said, just pretty chill, just work and
Good.
Wicked. Next Monday I will not be here next Monday because I am finally seeing Stevie Nicks in concert.
Hey, all
So
right.
I will be there with our friend of the VCN, Lori, going to see Stevie and do some twirling. So I'm really excited about that. I've wanted to see her like most of my life since I stole my dad's Fleetwood Mac records when I was a kid. I'm like,
That's
oh,
pretty
she's
fun.
pretty. I
Mhm.
like her dress. And
I
yeah,
will be chilling out, Actually, it's funny. I've got one of my main subcontractors. Usually, will be like he and I will get together like Thursday morning. Like, hey, let's go do this. We'll get off and go do some stuff. But this year, he is taking his wife down to Charleston. I think it's Charleston, and he's leaving on Tuesday. So it's going to be a pretty lax week next week. I'll take it.
chill. Yeah.
And,
And
enjoy
your
my
puppy's doing good.
Oh, he's doing fine. He's like, of course, today we had a couple accidents, but that was after days and days upon getting him to pee and poop outside. And he got left with inside the house for about an hour and a half while Bridget had to go out to an appointment, and I was gone, and they didn't seem to tear anything apart.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
I'm sure your big dog is teaching him how to dog and dog respectfully.
Yeah.
So that's good.
Well, and see, she likes to go outside and look for Bridget when she comes back. So she dragged him out there, and he's sitting out there hanging out, going, "What are we doing? What are we doing?"
Who are we looking for?
Yeah.
What's happening? So cute. Glad he's learning.
Well,
Mostly.
yeah.
It's a work in progress.
It's a work in progress.
Hey, we're better than 80%, but we're not quite 100%. We're like 95.
There we go. Come on, Tobes, you got it.
Yeah. He's getting bigger. He's still going to be a small German Shepherd, but he's getting bigger.
Oh, I've been looking
But
at.
I'm all right with that. We've had monster dogs, for the last nothing like really big dogs, but full size dogs.
Yeah.
And I don't mind if we have a small one the next go around.
Makes things easier for you to maneuver in the house.
Of course, he was running around at one point today, and I kept on going, "Parkour, parkour," as he would go flying past me across the sofa. And I was like, "Oh my god!"
He had the zoomies.
Oh yeah, the zoomies and the jumpies and the everything else. I don't think his feet were actually touching the ground, but
oh my god.
So
my sister has a small German Shepherd too. She's 3, but she's little, and she's mostly black. Her name's Josie, but I call her Mojo Jojo. She's crazy, and she'll run until her leg hurts, and then she'll be like, "Ow!" like yelping, and I'm like, if you sat down for a second, you'd be fine.
Yeah,
but they just have all that puppy energy.
They do. Yeah. Well, it was a good show.
It was wonderful.
Thanks for helping out, JB.
Absolutely. Thanks for having me. It's great to see you guys.
Good to see you too. And we will be back with more Clone Wars Revisited next week. But stay tuned to the VCN all this week for all the fun stuff. And if you went to Celebration Japan, make sure you do some shopping.
Yeah.
If you can afford the tariffs,
right.
It's kind of a scary thing.
Yeah, when the tariffs and the shipping cost more than what you buy, it's not a good thing.
Sketchy business, yes.
Yeah.
But once again, thank you everybody for watching this week, and we will catch you next week. Until then, long live the Republic.
Long live the Republic.
And may the Force be with you. Bye.
Hello there. Hi, I'm Mark Connell, I'm the Director of Programming at the Virtual Cantina Network, and I'm here with James Arnold Taylor, the voice of Obi-Wan Kenobi. Obi-Wan Kenobi. Yes, I know that one well. I have the high ground if I do. Wait, yes. Thank you. Now I have the high ground. And you are watching Clone Wars Revisited. This is the show you're looking for.